Okay, this is an introduction to polynomials. You'll need to get to your textbook, the chapter that I told you. And we're going to begin classifying polynomials by degree, number of terms, and just kind of a review of coefficients. So we're going to start by writing polynomials in descending order. That's what we do. When you say descending, you want to start with the highest. So we have a 4. This one doesn't have 1, but it's a 1. We have a 5, and we have a 2. Which one is the highest? The 5. Remember, I used the sign in front. So it's 2x to the 5th, okay? 8x to the 4th, so it's plus 8x to the 4th because it was positive. That one's done. That one's done. Minus x squared and minus 11x. Let's see if that's what they agree with. I believe so. Okay? So let's move descending order. We understand how to do that. When is something a polynomial? Something is a polynomial if we're multiplying. If we're using multiplication. It's a polynomial if we're using multiplication again. Actually, I think that should say addition. There's multiplication. Okay. Adding or multiplying. Okay. It is not a polynomial if we're using division. That's not what I want to know. Or if we're using absolute value. Okay. All right, so let's talk about 3 different types. Monomial. What does monomial mean? Mono means 1. So how many terms do you think we're going to have in a monomial? 1. 1 term. Even though there's 3 different variables or numbers, it's still considered 1 term by itself. Bi means 2. Therefore, we're going to have 2 terms. 13x is 1 term, and negative 4 is the other term. Tri means 3 terms. 9x squared is 1 term, minus 2x is another term, plus 11 is our 3rd term. Okay? Now, by naming these by degree, okay? Exponents of the highest power. So when we name it as a degree, we use the exponent as the highest power. If x to the 4th is the highest power, then it's a 4th degree. Okay? Linear is a 1st degree monomial. It will look like this. Okay, that will be a linear function. A quadratic function, 2nd degree polynomial. Look, the highest exponent is 2, so it's a 2nd degree. It will make a quadratic function. Cubic, cubic, cube means 3 3rd degree. So what exponent do you think we're going to have? X to the 3rd. Okay? Moving along, let's do some examples here. 17x squared plus 6x plus minus 4. What degree is it? 2nd degree. Okay? What is it? Quadratic. Okay? How about this one? Five x minus 3. It's a 1st degree, and it's linear. Okay? I think I'm supposed to be dragging these, but we're just dragging them. 3rd degree, which makes it cubic, And polynomial name, we should have done that, sorry. How many terms are in the example 1? 3 terms, so it's a trinomial. 5x minus 7 is 2 terms, so this would be binomial. And 7x cubed is 1 term, so that's a monomial. Okay, I didn't go all the way down for you to see that. There we go. Okay, let's practice. Polynomial, yes, no. Addition and subtraction. This is a 3rd degree cubic trinomial. How about this? 1st degree monomial. Nope, because it's division. Nope, because it's absolute. Okay, so write the coefficients under the polynomials. Okay, what's the coefficient on our x to the 4th? 5. 7x cubed, negative 7. X squared, no number, ninja 1. X, no number, ninja negative 1. Okay, just a quick review of the coefficients. All right, so let's name polynomials. Take a minute, name them in your head. Press pause because I'm about to give you the answer if you're not ready. But first, let me give you a hint. I think number 6 is the only one you need to do that for. All right, press pause. Two terms, binomial, linear. Cubic, only 1 term, monomial. 2, 3 terms, so it's a trinomial. It goes to the squared, so on. How'd you do? Notice here, it doesn't have a special name. It just says with 4 terms, which is a fine way to classify. Most of what we'll be dealing with is a monomial, binomial, or trinomial. Okay? Here's some additional resources if you'd like to. And that concludes our polynomial introduction.